So you're ready to move out of your parents and move in with your friends? Well, here are 6 important areas to consider and prepare before you take the leap. Stay tuned. Moving in with your friends or other roommates can seem like an appealing way to save money and get your feet underneath you so you can leave the nest. However, it can also easily turn into a very stressful situation if everyone isn't on the same page. This week, I'm going to go over 6 areas you should seriously consider before you agree to move in with roommates. First, choose wisely. As you may have noticed, not everyone is good with money or responsible. In fact, most aren't. This is why it's especially important to ask tough questions of someone you are considering rooming with. Ask for a copy of their pay stub so you can see that they have a stable job, for example. It's also important to make sure that your personalities mesh well. If they're a spender and you're a saver, that can lead to bigger problems, like not paying rent on time. Second, define responsibilities. Get everyone in one place and discuss clear ground rules that everyone agrees on. Whose name will go on the lease? How will utilities be split and managed? How will responsibilities like taking out the trash be handled? What happens when something just needs to be repaired? These are just a few examples. Talk through each of these carefully. You aren't drafting the next US Constitution, but you are determining the culture that you'll be creating for your shared space. Third, clearly separate. Make sure that you keep the 3 F's totally separate: food, furniture, and finances. With food, it can be very easy for lines to get blurred and find someone has ate what you paid for with your own money. Instead, keep your food segregated, use containers and a label maker or something similar. If someone is short on something they need and they want to borrow some of yours, have clear ground rules for when they will replace or reimburse you. Never ever buy furniture together. It's a huge cost, so it's common to want to share, but you're only setting yourself up for a fight later, and when you cut a couch in half, no matter how hard you try, it doesn't create 2 love seats. Lastly, never mix your money. Keep every penny separate. If you mix your money, you will have no legal protection for later when the other party makes a dumb decision or the relationship turns sour. One of the most common mistakes I see is a couple that isn't married moving in together and playing house, mixing everything. Then when the relationship doesn't last, it gets ugly and fast. So keep these 3 F's separate and you'll never regret it. Fourth, designate an overall administrator. Chances are, whether there are 2 of you or 6 of you, one of you is a more natural administrator. Agree together who will fill that role. This person is going to be the point person for collecting rent and other costs, paying the bills including rent and utilities, communicating with the landlord, and more. They are the captain of the ship, and if there's too many captains, your apartment arrangement is going to crash. Without a defined leader, something is bound to blow up, so make sure to pick a solid administrator from your group. Fifth, meet regularly. Even if it's just for a few minutes a week, get all the roommates together and touch base on the bills, create a forum for issues to be dealt with and concerns to be raised, and more. The last thing you want to happen is to breed neglect. The next thing you know, something will get destroyed or stolen in retaliation. Clear communication always wins the day. Lastly, sign an agreement. Detail all these things in a roommate agreement and require everyone to sign it. Cost of rent, who the administrator will be, when meeting check-ins will be, the penalties for not complying with these ground rules, etc. Everything should be detailed and there should be equal accountability. This may sound like overkill or unnecessary to you, but the truth is, it's called adulting. Welcome to the brave new world. Apply these tactics and you'll be well ahead of the problems plaguing your peers, and you'll set yourself up for a new nest that you can grow on until it's time to move out solo. And before you move out, check out my previous Savvy Saturday video, How to Crush Moving Out of Your Parents, for a complete downloadable checklist of costs you should consider. I hope you found this information helpful. Make sure to download my free ebook, The Money Finder, which goes over 5 major expense areas. And come join me in the Strong Together Money community. It's my free Facebook community designed to keep you focused, growing, and informed on your financial journey. Also, are you tired of paying that ridiculous cable bill, but you don't know how to keep your content without it? Maybe you've even cut cable already or never had it in the first place, but you're wondering if there's a better option that could save you more or even give you more options without added cost. Check out my online course, Cable Cutting Academy, at cablecuttingacademy.com for more information. It's helped plenty of people find options and savings step by step. This has been Jeremy with Strength in Numbers, helping you find more money to fund your dreams.